This game is rated M for mature. Hey there everybody, redxparasite here, and welcome back to Let's Play Bayonetta. In the last episode, we faced off against the cardinal virtue of prudence, Sapientia, and got our first and probably only pure platinum, but the fact that I got even one is pretty incredible to me, so now we are going to move on to the next chapter, chapter 14, which is titled Isla del Sol.
You're really not going to like what comes next. I hope you know that.
Don't tell me. Air Cheshire has awful in-flight entertainment and horrendous food.
Think about it. Those things that downed the jet aren't just going to let us land on their island. You think we can just say, "Hey, we're here," and they'll bring us a cake? Things look good from up here. But the further down you go, the harder it is to not notice the reality of things.
Cheshire, look.
Oh, I'm looking. Oh, fuck me.
Welcome to my fantasy zone. Get ready.
So, we're changing things up a little bit here. We have a sort of on-rail shooter segment. So, basic controls are you can fire guns, you can use your magic meter to fire missiles, which will do more damage. So yeah, you can see the missiles expend one magic orb. And then you can evade. So it's pretty basic. So, we're going to have some waves of enemies, and of course, aim, shoot, and you can basically hold the button. I don't think there's any downside to holding the button. In any case, the evade is a bit annoying in terms of it spins the entire camera around, so it can be kind of disorienting to use. So I generally try to avoid using it whenever possible. So if I can just evade the attacks without using it, then that's what I will try to do. There are certain enemies that it is more useful against than others, and once we get to those, I will definitely point them out. So, the decorations are not too bad to deal with. These guys, the deers, will take a little bit more damage. Once they start flying away from you can't hurt them. And then I think we've also seen some affinities too. And those take a few hits. So, I think the game is not too strict on the combo score here, so don't worry too much about keeping a combo going. Just try your best to hit as much as you can. Obviously, you can't hit everything, or at least I'm pretty sure you can't hit everything. So the game does not expect you to. So we have some inspired here, and I actually like fighting them on the missile here a lot more than I would do normally, just because I don't know, it's just a lot easier. So if you dodge their flaming rock attack, you can get witch time off of that. It's a great time to unload a lot of missiles if you have the magic meter charged up, which actually I should be using the missiles more often against the regular enemies. So I will try doing that once more of them show up. There we go. Okay, so we got some harmonies. These will always appear in groups of 3, and usually they'll do like one from coming from one side and then another group of 3 coming from the other side. In order to get those, you kind of have to track their movement and kind of just follow their path. They don't have that much health. I think it only takes like 3 hits. So one thing you will want to do is when you get into the fight on the missile here, if you use a torture attack on the applaud, there, then you will get a Broken Witch Heart out of the deal. So make sure that you have at least one magic meter, or like one full magic meter in order to do the torture attack there, so that you can get that. So just a few enemies here. Once you defeat them, you'll be back to your regularly scheduled missile flying, which, you know, like that makes a ton of sense. We're kind of piloting a missile around, so don't ask me how that works. But this segment, I mean, it's not perfect, but it is pretty fun, I think. So yeah, using the missiles does help quite a bit. So we have another one of the Seikui again. So this is Fortitude. I would definitely recommend saving up some missiles for this fight, because it will help a lot. Best thing to do when it's doing all of those rapid fire attacks right there is to just kind of go around in a circle. There we go. It's like, pretty sure you can get witch time off of those molten rocks that it fires at you. So other than that, I think that's most of its attacks. A lot of the enemies kind of have basic attack patterns for this compared to what they normally would. So hopefully that should be... Nope. I thought its attack pattern was done there, so I ended up getting hit twice. So that is the end of verse 1. The game will heal you some in between the verses, so it was kind of blurred out there, but we did get healed in between verses, so you know, all the damage that we took has been healed off. So these enemies here are actually... I like them quite a bit because you can dodge the molten rocks to get free witch time. That's, you know, if you aren't bad at evading them. So they're generally pretty good for your combo score. Now, tried to press the evade button there, but I was a little bit too late. Oh, crap, I got the wrong one. Well, this is going to be fun. There we go. Just had to get a little bit more meter to get that attack. So those are the only collectible things you have to worry about for this chapter. Just using torture attacks on each of the applauds that you fight on the rocket. So... can be kind of hard to figure out that you'd need to do that. I think they're probably one of the ones that I had to look up how to find. So, managed to time that dodge there well enough to get the witch time again off of the same attack. Okay. There we go. It's like, where are some enemies? Oop, ran right into that one. Alright, so I think we have like a group of Inspired to deal with here, so I'm going to try to charge up my magic meter as much as I can here so that I can start getting some missile attacks. I think we have to deal with 3 of them in total. Pretty much just keep holding the button, dodge the attack whenever they do it, and you should be able to make short work of them. Alright, that's 2 down. just, you know, do all of the damage, or at least a good half of its health bar there. Do probably want to start saving up missiles for something that's coming up here somewhat soon. Yeah, it'll be after this archway, I think, if I remember correctly. Okay, with these kinship, just be careful. I don't think we're going to be able to damage them at this point, but those lasers do quite a bit of damage, so just, you know, dodge them so that you don't get hit. These guys are the same as before. So I think I'm just going to do a bunch of regular shots here so I can start charging up the magic meter. I'm not doing the best job of taking out these harmonies here. Alright, some more kinships. Yeah, I am far enough back now that I might be able to kill one of them. Yeah, I just got one. Okay, so we have ourselves another Temperance here. This one has some of its regular fire attacks, and then it also has a bunch of decorations that are helping it out. But you can try to take care of those if you want. I generally try to focus on just killing the boss. Be wary to dodge the laser attack if it ever does that. And I think that's most of the tricks that it has up its sleeves. So, has 2 health bars, and hopefully we should have enough missiles here to take out the rest of its health fairly expediently. Nope. We got hit by the boss's attack there. I'm not being very cautious. Alright, so that will do it for verse 2, and we get healed up back to full. So it won't heal you up to full, but as long as you don't take too much damage, you should be fine. We have a loading screen in the middle of a chapter. That's, you know, not for an Alpine verse. Probably because we're going to an entirely new area.
It's brilliant, Mummy!
Welcome to Isla del Sol. Island of wealth and power. Jeanne, if you've made it this far, that should be enough. You're back to your old self. This is where we finish what was started so long ago.
A friend of my enemy is also my enemy, be it witch or sage.
The Lumen Sages. They were our counterbalance as overseers. between us, there was a law that was never to be broken. It stated that the intersection of light and dark would bring calamity to this Earth. But 500 years ago, a child was born in clear violation of this tenet. That child was you.
500 years ago.
The disaster this caused sent the clans into a spiral of chaos that continues to be felt to this day. You, the half-breed of light and dark, are at the center of that chaos. Allowing you to continue to exist is a danger that cannot be accepted. When the eyes of the world are within our grasp, the power of creation will be awakened. That is why the left eye, our treasured left eye, will never fall into the hands of another. The left eye, our treasured left eye, will never fall into the hands of another. Bayonetta, it is time that this is brought to an end. That you are brought to an end.
You did it.
It is our charge as witches to protect the treasures of the clan by any means necessary. Even if it means burning every inch of this island to a crisp.
I'm really beginning to hate missiles. You know, I have no idea what the hell you girls got going on here. But you don't mind if I take this off your hands, do you? Get in, Cerecita.
Mommy?
Bayonetta, time is of the essence. This can wait no longer.
So, she started attacking me right off the bat. So this is our final fight with Jeanne. Yep. I am not doing the greatest starting off here. She is very dangerous. A lot of the fight will be pretty similar to the ones that we've fought before, at least at the beginning here. Things will get a little bit different, and the game's actually kind of lagging a bit. So I feel like it doesn't usually lag as much here. So hopefully I will do better in the other parts of the fight. So once you do a certain amount of damage, it will kind of progress to the next stage. Alright, got it on the second one. Camera, this is not the time to be bad. Yeah, like I don't know what's going on with the camera this time. So there we go. Now we're transferring to the next phase of the fight here. But this track that's playing right now is called Blood and Darkness. It's very good. And so one detail that I absolutely adore about this fight is that unlike basically all the other enemies that we've encountered up until this point, we've never seen the like the title card for Jeanne. So if there's one thing that I really love about it showing up right there, it kind of shows you like this is it. You know, this is the final fight. You know, she is serious. So during this stage of the fight, you can summon missiles. If you press X and A, you can evade them, and you'll throw them back at her, and you'll play a little game of catch. I think you have to do it 4 times total, and then you'll get the damage on her. So, and she will also use her Wicked Weaves again during this phase. And other than that, moveset's pretty much the same. She can do all the same attacks that you can. So, just got to be vigilant and keep on the attack. Once you get to a certain point, the fight will go from the side of a building to now we're fighting on missiles. Because, you know, we need an epic final confrontation. And the side of buildings is not good enough. Man, she is really giving it to me this time around. Like, this is a hard fight, you know, don't get me wrong. But I think I've been getting hit more often than I usually do. This fight definitely takes a lot of concentration. That much I can say for sure. That was a pretty nice combo there. Also, you know, sneaky little platinum logo right there. Ow. So that was actually the counter prompt, and I managed to dodge it and get Witch Time off of which I'm not sure if I've ever had that interaction before. Yeah. There we go. Okay, so once you get her low enough, you'll jump off the missiles and go to the final arena of the fight, which is this kind of fountain area. So, you will be able to fight both in the fountain area here as well as up on the side of this building. And of course, she will switch between them periodically. I think I've pretty much said all that I really need to say. Ow! Jeez, I'm not sure I've seen that one very often. So I will try to do my best to avoid needing to heal. But yeah, this fight, while I'm not the best at it, is definitely one of the more epic fights in the game, just in terms of the music and all of the different arenas that you fight in. Oop, I was pressing Y. Oh, that was bad. Like, I was wondering why nothing was happening there for a little while, and then now I know. So actually, this should end the fight. Whew. I did terrible on damage. I did fine on the other two. That's how it usually goes.
Now it's decided.
So it is.
The fear is still not gone from your eyes.
Fear?
The memories you've held for 500 years are the source of your fear. They cloud your vision. But now, you've accepted your fate. That is how you bested me. That is why you possess the most beloved of Umbran treasures. That is why you possess the left eye.
We fought for this stone. And because of it, everyone died.
That gem brings back so many memories.
In case you couldn't read what that says, it says Jeanne and Cereza.
Treasured left eye will never fall into the hands of another. I will not stand for the wild ambition of a treacherous Lumen sage who disrupted our age-old balance. Your path ends here.
I do like how we kind of slowly get this memory pieced back together so you can see what really happened.
Do not fear your fate. Stand, Cereza.
Because it's a bit misleading at first.
In the innocence of our childhood, we used to play together as friends. But as time passed, perhaps even my eyes were clouded with fear. We were. Do not fear your fate. Stand, Cereza. Stand and open your eyes. For with every truth, there is another one to be seen.
Hey, is it over? What? It's not like you don't scare the shit out of me all the time.
Cereza. I don't know whether to shoot you, or to take you to Vegas for good luck, Cheshire.
Give me more credit than that. If you must know where L-U-K-A Luca is concerned, there's no such thing as luck. Only skill.
I love how the cat does it too.
You didn't expect me to trust bitches. I mean, witches, did you, Bayonetta?
How's the little one?
Out like a light. But okay other than that. What about you? You really think I'm gonna let myself be seen in public with a girl looking all beat up like that?
Oh. I look dreadful, do I? You'll have to learn to wipe that stupid look off your face, or I'll never let you keep chasing me around this world. Got that? Luca?
Now that's more like it.
So, for only having 3 verses in it, it's actually a decently long chapter. Got gold on everything, which I think is probably above average for the first 2 verses, and I think probably about average for the last fight with Jeanne there. So, there's a lot of story stuff that I could talk about, but this episode's already long enough at this point, so I'll probably have to talk about it next time. Or I suppose I could talk about it some while we're playing this minigame. But, there's a lot of history between Jeanne and Bayonetta. And, you know, they were once friends. But, you know, kind of got on different sides of this fight. And we'll see why that is in the near future. Alright, so next time on Let's Play Bayonetta, we will be climbing the tower here on the Isla del Sol. So thank you very much for watching this episode. I've been redxparasite, signing out.